Hey guys, Huzzy here, bringing you another video. Now today's video is going to be another discussion. I'm really enjoying doing discussions at the moment because it gets interaction between you guys and me, and that's what I enjoy. And I will say apologies that there's no footage on the screen. I literally don't have spare footage at the moment. Not playing a crazy amount of League. I'm having a couple days off, so everything that you're seeing like today and tomorrow is mainly pre-recorded like yesterday. So I'm having today and yeah. Anyway, today's discussion is going to be about preseason, because I already now in the comment section have been seeing a lot of people like asking questions, being a little bit ragey about the changes Riot have made. So I'm going to be titling this video something like, what is preseason? And my idea is just to explain to people what preseason is and what you should be expecting with preseason, because there seems to be a lot of people have expectations that are just not what preseason is. So, what preseason is, again, just to get the very basic of it, is preseason is the time of when one ranked season finishes and before another ranked season starts. So in this case, we're currently in Season 8 preseason, so Season 7 is finished and Season 8 hasn't started. What this does is give Riot a time frame of when ranked, there is no ranked season, but people still play seriously in ranked. But it enables them to put changes in, implement changes, which they've done for years, and see how it goes. You know, is it good? Is it bad? What do we need to change? And they have 10 weeks to do that. And this is what a lot of people are not understanding. In the course of League of Legends, it's been very, very rare for there not to be anything crazy in pre-seasons. There always is. They do big changes. Again, this is what I've said. League is fresh and it continuously grows, and it's the biggest MOBA because it changes the most nearly every season. Some changes you won't like, but that's just League in general. You like some champions, you dislike champions. You're not going to like everything, and that is the same with changes. So if you're kind of complaining about that's broken, this is broken, that's broken, don't worry, because again, right now we're in preseason. Whatever rank you got in ranked, the end of Season 7 is locked in. So if you got gold, you got a gold border. You don't have to worry about that. So if you're really scared about, not wanting to rank down to affect your placements for Season 8, just don't play ranked, just play normals. But it's not going to affect the rewards that you've already received. For those that want to continue playing ranked and want to, try get as high rating in preseason as they can to help their placements for next season, it's just, you have to accept that you're playing in preseason. Like, I said it in one video, but it was a very small point. The basic way to word it is, if everybody knows the PBE, the public PB beta environment, I think that's how they say it, public beta environment, maybe, is the testing server for League of Legends. Basically, preseason is the PBE brought to the live server. It's all about testing, all about Riot seeing what works, seeing what's too strong, seeing what's too weak, and you're going to be seeing them change everything again, practically. Like, the systems will stay relatively the same, but if you're somebody like me that browses Reddit or watches Beyond the Rift with PewDiePie and Skara, you see Riot having more communication now than the whole season, because that's what they need. They need communication in order to make these changes. So already, there may have been last night or whenever, it might be in a couple days, they've already announced a small mini patch that's going to be changing some stuff, that's going to be nerfing Sona, and there's going to be buffing, I think Ivan's in there and a couple other champions, about how they work with the runes. They will be also changing actual runes themselves that may be a bit too overtuned, like Kleptomancy, and maybe making it only viable for a few different ways. Because again, Kleptomancy specifically is supposed to be for supports, but people who want to get to late game are abusing it, like Gangplank or Ezra and stuff like that, to do well in lane phase. So trust me, this is normal. Don't panic. Just have a bit of fun. Like, if you watch my videos, literally the beginning of my ranked videos at the moment are, that's the rating we are, it doesn't really matter. Because that's the point, it doesn't. It's all about testing. Again, when we did, was it yesterday's second video, what should I play in preseason, and we were talking about champions, there was a couple of people that just simply didn't get that video, that were like, oh, you should just play champions, like right now you should be playing champions that you just are good at and try hard. So that's not the point of preseason. The point of preseason is discovering what you like and discovering what's good. It's the best time to do it. Or if you are a one-trick, or if you only main certain champions, it's discovering about what the best playstyle with those champions is. It's to experiment. If you're somebody that played Season 7 on one champion and you just did one item build the whole season, this is your time to experiment and branch out because the rank is already secured. So that's what preseason generally is. Just to mention, in past preseasons, some stuff does kind of sneak through. From memory, it may be in Season 5 or something, that there was the Black Cleaver patch. So if you're unaware, one patch, Black Cleaver, was stackable, and you had people like Talon building like 4 or 5 Black Cleavers, and that got through, and it was like, oh god, that's broken. Trust me, League of Legends has had times that it's just like, Jesus, you know, this is just broke. But the cool thing, and when I'd say what is good nowadays, and again, back in the old seasons, it was a lot more harsh. The game is a little bit more forgiving nowadays, is that not everybody had a ban back in the day. You know, there was 3 bans, that was it. If you think right now there is something that is just insanely broken and every single time you've played against it in preseason, you're like, Jesus, this is just impossible, you can ban it. Now, some people will say that point, it's like, oh god, if you ban it though, then Riot can't see if it's strong or not. They look at ban rates. Trust me, they are looking at every statistic possible. If something is getting banned 90% of the time, they know something's wrong there. You know, they 100% know there's something wrong. So just trust Riot to balance the game. You know, they've done a pretty good job over the years with League being the biggest MOBA. So, yeah, don't panic. Your rating is secure. And then there's another question that I see a lot of the time at the moment. I have answered it, but let's just answer it again. If I achieve X rating in preseason, does that mean I get the border for that rating in Season 8? No. So let's say you're a silver player and you finish silver in Season 7. On November the 7th, you finished silver. But let's say in December the 10th, you get to gold. Does that mean in January, when Season 8 starts, does that mean you get a gold border? No. It means you get a silver border because that's when the ranked season finished. This is not a ranked season. This is pre-season. So I just thought I'd make that very clear because some people... I get it. It's your first season. It is confusing. And one thing I will say what Riot should do is be a bit more apparent with communication of where they're doing the communication. Is that I'm seeing a lot of communication on Twitter. Like, if you literally tweet at some Riot employees now with like some changes, and if you be polite about it, you'll most likely get a reply, or you'll have a conversation, or they'll probably see it. Trust me, this is the time that Riot wants communication. On Reddit, I'm seeing them a lot. They went on Beyond the Rift, was Army Cutie Pie and Scara, open communication. The one place that I'm not seeing that crazy amount of communication is actually in the client. And I think that's one big improvement that they could do probably next preseason, is actually have like a feedback tool. Like, you know, at the end of every single game that you can click like, how was this game? How was the new changes? And it would be good if people could type about it, and that would be a good source of feedback. And they haven't done that. Very, very occasionally you get a pop-up as a survey, but that's random and only a few thousand people at a time get given those. So... overall, preseason is a time of experimentation, it's a time for fun, and it's a time for not being that serious. You can find that you can climb a lot, by the way, in preseason as well. Use it to your advantage. Again, some people have asked the question, does playing ranked matter in preseason? It matters for next season, but it doesn't matter, like, for last season. So, again, forget about the rewards of last season when you're thinking about preseason. Think ahead. So, I've mentioned it before, but if you're a probably Diamond 4 and above player, playing in preseason doesn't matter that much. The reason for it is even if you go 10 wins, 0 losses in next year's placements, you only can get Platinum 1. Platinum 1 is the highest rating you can get after placements. It's been like this for the whole time League has been a thing. But what this means is if you're a lower ranking player, again, let's use the example, you're a silver player finishing in Season 7, and let's say you do average. Let's say you go 5 wins, 5 losses in your placements at the start of next season. Well, let's say you were silver 1 the end of last season, and you go 5 and 5. You always go down a bit in rating. Say you get silver 4 when you get placed in Season 8 for going 5 wins, 5 losses. Well, think about it this way. That's only if you stay in silver 1 in preseason. If you rank up in preseason, and let's say you randomly get gold 3 in preseason, you've climbed quite well, well, that means, let's say, again, you go 5 wins, 5 losses, you might end up in silver 1 at the start of the season instead of silver 4 or silver 3. You get a little bit higher. So it does matter. Like, again, ranking up does matter, but that also means that ranking down does matter as well. It can negatively affect your MMR. If even you're a diamond player and you go down in rating, that also can negatively affect you. It negatively affects everybody. So be careful about it. Be confident about it. Still play serious in ranked, as you should. But yeah, it's the time to experiment. Again, when you watch my commentaries nowadays, a lot of the time you're going to see people either being a one-trick with a lot of games because they're trying to find out what's good, or you'll see, like me, people that don't play any of these champions that we're playing because we're picking them up. We're literally brand new to them because we want to see what they do. And we're like, oh, this is the best time to pick stuff up because everybody's in the same boat. Everybody is playing something new to a certain extent. Even if you're not playing something mechanically new, you're trying to work out what's new, item build, runes. So it's the best time to pick stuff up. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you've got any more questions about preseason, let me know in the comments. I would try to answer any that I missed. Also in the comment section, let me know what you are having fun with in preseason. Is there a specific champion that you've bonded with? Any rune that you like and enjoy? Or the flip opposite, anything that you hate and think is OP and should be nerfed? Again, just to remind everybody, this is the time that Riot are going to be also watching YouTuber feedback the most as well. So there could be a Riot to looking in the comment section right now of all your feedback. So do it as much as you want. If you did enjoy this video, throw a like on it, subscribe if you haven't, and I will say Gangplank is tomorrow, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, and have a good day. See ya!